Welcome back to Drew Pearson Live. Our next guest made a name for himself in the 80s, starring in the critically acclaimed Ghostbusters movies. And then he went on, came to join us all the way here for a new film that's debuting, actually world premiering right here in Dallas at the USA Film Festival called Gallows Road. Welcome, Ernie Hudson.
Well,
thanks for coming with us.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
Yeah, no, it's great being here, and I appreciate you guys inviting me to come and talk about the movie and whatever else you want to talk about.
Absolutely. Well, now this film looks really, really good, but it looks like it's a little bit sad. Now, it's filmed right here in Texas, so we're excited about that.
Yes, it's great. There's a lot of filming going on here in Texas, and it's great. Glenn Morshaw is a good friend. He has a school here. I spoke at this school last night, but it was great to see all the really talented people here and a lot of filmmaking happening here, so you don't have to go to Hollywood to have a career in the business. It's really cool.
Now, this is a film about loss and heartbreak and forgiving the unforgivable. What else can you tell us without spoiling it?
Well, I think it's very contemporary. A lot of things going on in our society that a lot of us just becoming aware of. I think it's very important that we have a dialogue about it, but not just have a dialogue, actually fix some of those things so when we move past them, we correct them. And this movie is attempting to address some of the issues that we're facing now, to racism, brutality, family, substance abuse, and on and on and on. And Billy McAdams, who's from this area, is a wonderful filmmaker, and he wanted to tell this story, and I wanted to help him tell this, I think, very important story from his perspective.
Absolutely. And you're also starring with the great Kevin Sorbo, who we've had through a few times.
Yeah, Kevin's a great guy. He's a wonderful actor. He's been around a long time. I love working with the pros who know how to dance and play the game, and he's wonderful in the movie, and so I'm glad he's a part of it. But yeah, I think it's a very meaningful movie. It's not a Hollywood film. You know, Hollywood, they have a lot of money to make things look a certain way, but I think it's a very heartfelt movie.
Well, speaking of Hollywood, we've seen you in a lot of big productions. Of course, there's The Crow, and then Oz, and then, of course, the great Ghostbusters films. And I know the question on everybody's mind, so is there going to be another one? Because it looks like there is an all-female version, but the guy's version?
Well, I've heard there's going to be a couple. You know, so you got to be careful. Like, I make jokes, and when you can't make jokes in the media. They asked me what I thought about the all-female Ghostbusters, and I said, well, if it's all-female, that doesn't sound like there's a job in it for me, which I thought was funny. But apparently, nobody else did, so it went out that I didn't think it was a good idea and that I didn't like women. That is not true. I love women, okay? I'm happy they're doing another movie, and, you know, I'd love to be a part of it if I'm offered a job and if it makes sense. But I'm just happy that it's being done.
Yeah. Well, of course, if there is the guy's version, hopefully you can pass it along to them.
Well, I'm going to be in the women's version and the guys' version and, you know,
animated version, whatever they got.
Yeah, you know, the all-animal version. No, I love to work, and I'm very, very honored and proud to have been a part of the first two movies. 31 years ago, we made this movie, and who would have thought I'd be sitting here talking about it? So. Yeah. I really feel blessed to have been a part of it. Well,
and to this day, you get recognized for it, and you're even going to some conventions, meeting the fans.
Yeah, I love the conventions. In fact, I'm going to be here about a month from now. The Dallas Comic-Con is coming up. The conventions are great because it gives me a chance to meet the people who see the movies, who love the movies, and they tell me their stories. I've met a lot of kids named Winston that were named after my characters, and their parents met. It's amazing, and I love being able to have that connection with the fans.
Yeah. Now, our host, Drew Pearson, famously caught the Hail Mary pass, so we always ask people about their Hail Mary, their own personal story, a moment when you had to go for it and it worked out for you. What do you suppose that was for you?
Well, it seems like every day I'm sort of catching a Hail Mary or going for a Hail Mary. I think life is like that. You know, we have these moments, amazing moments. I'm trying to think of something in particular. But I just think, you know, every morning is kind of you wake up and the ball is there and you just make the most of it, you know. I've sort of come to a point in life, and I think this movie sort of reflects that in a way, of realizing that, you know, it wasn't so much letting go of the past as much as letting go of this future that never really existed anyway, and just enjoying those moments. So when the ball is there, the Hail Mary, you got to go for it. So Drew is my inspiration.
Good. Ernie, thank you so much for being with us. Gallows Road is the film, and it premieres tonight at the USA Film Festival. We'll be back with more on Drew Pearson Live next.
Drew Pearson Live is brought to you by Whataburger. The Honey Mustard Whata Chicken Club is a tangy twist on a tasty classic. Enjoy it while you can, only at Whataburger.